I'm just here for entertainment purposes.
What's up, guys? This is the Big Blue Power Hour. It's me, Big M, as always, with my two great co-hosts,
Danny.
Stacy.
And we are here to talk the Giants, our Big Blue team, Big Blue Wrecking Crew, coming off that astounding win in Minnesota.
Yes.
Everybody called it. We're going to win. But let's get into it. I want to get into this. I want to pose a question to our audience. Can Daniel Jones reproduce what he did against the Vikings, against the Eagles? Give us a heart for yes and a thumbs up for no. All right. So if you guys can do that for us, we want to hear your opinions. But let's go into this game, guys. How do you guys feel about the performance?
I think that it was a hell of a game by Daniel Jones. I thought the defense could have been a little bit better, to be honest. But they play a lot of zone. They blitz like they usually do. Freaking Hawkinson killed us, but we didn't let Jefferson or anybody kill us. But I thought the offense played excellent. So it was an excellent win. I'm just happy to get the first playoff win in like 11 years. It's about time we get a playoff win.
Mm-hmm. I mean, even on paper, everything was a win for us. We had more yards per carry. We had more total yards. We had more yards per play. Like, it was definitely a good win, So
yeah, it definitely
go
was.
on to the Eagles.
Yeah, definitely. I thought that the shutdown of Justin Jefferson kind of put Kirk in a bad spot. We did rush him. Oh man, Dexter Lawrence ate that center line all game.
Oh my God, that freaking roughing the passer call! Like, what was he supposed to do? He pretty much laid him down.
He kind of laid him on top of him himself, and he still got called for it.
I know. He's like, I don't know how else to sack a quarterback. Like, what am I supposed to do?
Games changing to where they penalize defenses for offensive mistakes. But yeah, like this game, I see Justin Jefferson, Adoree Jackson did his job, and this is what we expected from him coming from Tennessee. And I really do believe he played so well in this system. I was happy with him. Azeez, oh man, he played well for the time he was in there. He played very well. And just forcing Kirk to make bad mistakes. And we said what we were going to say. They were trying to get Dalvin Cook started. They really couldn't.
They couldn't run the ball at all.
They could not run that ball at all. And I'm super happy because that's where I thought they were going to kill us.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Remember, we got that poll, guys. Do you think Jones can repeat last week's performance? Remember to give us the heart if you say yes and a thumbs up if you say no.
Yeah, but another thing I want to mention about the game is, like I said, I thought they did a great job on Jefferson. Only 47 yards. I said he's shut down. Like one of my friends said, it's an Eagles fan.
Thanks, Eileen.
That's really the key. I think they made a couple of mistakes on Hawkinson, but he's a good player. So a hell of a win by the Giants, and I'm just glad the offense played really consistent. Even though the Vikings defense is not that good, but the Giants took advantage of it, and they did a great job doing that.
Yeah, I thought they took advantage of, Hawkinson's what really killed us in the center of the field. And we knew he was. He was the greatest pickup of the, of that, trade deadline. But Kirk Cousins is Kirk Cousins. So I see our Eileen and somebody else going at it in the comments. That's pretty funny. Go Eileen. That's for saying Big Blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, and then Cousins were throwing it 5 yards short of the sticks. That made it easy for McKinney. And Wink finally made the adjustment in the end, where that play by Flott, they were playing man, and then also they put McKinney on Hawkinson finally, and it worked. And then the last play ended up working, and also they got pressure on Cousins, which forced him to throw that ball. They would get killed back there.
Oh yeah, he had like 2 seconds, but if he would have looked to his left, he had somebody about 2 to 3 yards ahead of him.
Someone wide open.
Exactly.
On the other side.
On the other side, I'm like, oh, don't throw it. He threw it to Hawkinson. I'm like, he's done. I'm like, I said, can he wrap him up? Can he wrap him up? And then all I see was him getting driven back. I'm like, get him out of bounds, get him out of bounds, get him out of bounds. TJ says, can he reproduce? Sure he can, but will he is the real question. That's what we're asking you. That's what we want to hear from you.
Yep.
So Hardy, you think he can, or
your hearts or your...
Well, I'll save it for when we get to this game coming up with our guest. But what I want to say is Saquon. I know everybody's talking about Jones. Yes, this was his comeback game. His first playoff game, he gets a win. That's a big, big surprise. A lot of people thought he could do it. He is really maturing into what I thought was a B-, C+ quarterback into a B+ quarterback. And I really think he's ready to make that step. Maybe another year under the system with Kafka and, Daboll, that we could get this started. Maybe he can take that next step with a number 1 receiver. But, Saquon, pounding that ball, putting his shoulder down, running through people.
Down. Yep.
Oh, man, this is what I wanted for him all season. All the last 3 years, this is what I wanted him to do. Don't shake and jive. You have monster quads.
Yep.
Use them.
Yep. Use that power. Use that 230-pound frame he has, and he only had like nine carries or so, but he did great with all the carries he had. And he also had 21 yards on the first play.
Like 50
something yards, and also he's receiving. I like that they're using
56 yards receiving.
So it's over 100 yards total for Barkley.
Yep.
But I really like with him. I like that he's not dancing this year, and he had a really good game. Not prolific, but every time he touched the ball, he did something. The first play was a 20-yard run that got taken back.
Yeah.
But they've done a great job. I think finally, the Giants have finally figured out their true identity. Where in the middle of the season they really didn't know. At the beginning they didn't really know. It seems like even though they're facing bad defenses, they're consistently playing the same way. I like the wing tee where they put a lot of guys in motion.
Yeah.
It kind of throws defenses off, and I like some of the plays, like the Statue of Liberty play.
That was nice.
That fake handoff to Breida toss play was awesome on the touchdown.
Yes.
I want to see more of that.
I would say the Saquon's last touchdown, him going through, I thought he got stopped short, and all you see in him is just barrel
powerhouse
through Dalvin Tomlinson.
Yep.
And just went right, touchdown. I'm like, what? He made it through. It looked like he got stopped. But you know what? Those monster quads, those legs, push him through to the side. Mm-hmm. And that's what we want to see. That's what we've been wanting to see from him. And you notice he's not taking the pounding that he's taking when he was juking and jiving. Instead of having it going down from one person, he's taking somebody down with him, and he's not getting piled on. And that's what I'm seeing from Saquon. Jones, with Saquon playing the way he is, this is what I'll say. Jones has time to throw, and the play action is working.
Yep.
So very much like the Cowboys, we need to run to open up the pass.
Yeah, someone in the comments said all props to Mike Kafka for the job he's doing with Danny Dimes. He's done a great job.
Yeah.
I think that it took a little time to get things done, get it the right way. And, also, So I'll mention that Breida had a good game. And I like Breida. I think he's a good
Yeah.
off the pace back.
Mhm.
They've been using him a lot in motion, a whole lot, and you're either handing him the ball off. But I like
Hey,
Breida, and
Dave.
I think that he's been solid. But it's all about Barkley. They want to give Barkley the ball, but I like that they're moderating Barkley's carries instead of not like really beating him up. And I think this game coming up, which we'll talk about, he'll run a lot more than 9 times.
Oh,
But they didn't
definitely.
have to.
Yeah. Oh, most
They were
certainly.
throwing the ball
That's
so well that there's just use them in the pass game. I like those swing passes.
hey, Rob.
So I like what they did on offense. I just like their approach.
We got the mayor of Vegas, checking in, Rob Hefner.
Oh shit! I didn't know it was the mayor.
Yeah, he's the mayor now, going for governor. He said, "I was surprised the Giants beat the Vikings. Not underestimating this team against the Birds. Hello from Vegas." Hey, Rob, I agree. Everybody knew the Vikings were who they were. That famous line. We knew who they thought we were, or some shit like that. But
It's a team I wanted to play.
exactly, it's the team we wanted to play. I wanted them. I did not want the Niners at all. Even though I have a feeling that if we do sneak this one out, we will have to play them. But I'm happy either way. I'm happy with the season. I'm happy the way these guys are playing and the way Philadelphia has played over the last month. I will not be surprised if we do get past them. And I'll say
That's
this.
the thing. Yep.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
Breida,
talking
yeah.
about Breida,
Yeah.
TJ? Yeah.
yeah.
He was over something. Yeah. So we may have found. Oh yeah, countdown in 5 minutes. We're gonna be joined by some of our cohorts on here on the Out of the Box that run the Eagles program and some good buddy of ours. One I've known literally all
Your
my
whole
life.
life?
My whole life.
Oh, is that Mike Lario guy?
Mike Lario. Yeah.
Mark Lario. Yeah.
Yeah. Got a guy named from looking like Pat Oswald. We can't pronounce the names right, but we're just gonna leave it at that. But I do want to say that these gentlemen are good people. Bring them on. So, but finishing up this one game though, I'm gonna bring it all to you. Do you think Daniel Jones can replicate? I'm gonna ask you guys these questions and then I'll answer.
I'm gonna say no, because there'll be less room on the field. But I just want them to play efficient. He may not have 300 yards, he may have like 200 something, maybe. But the Eagles' defense is so much better. I don't think he's going to be able to repeat it like that. But with his legs, he may be able to repeat that performance because he's able to run. But I don't know if he's going to be as solid because he's going to face a lot more pressure this time. So he's not going to be able to just stay back there. So I'm going to say no. But also, I think their game plan is going to be different. So I don't think it's going to be one of those
I agree.
games like last week, even though they play the same scheme. But the talent is far superior than the Vikings.
I agree. What about you, Stacey?
I mean, no, because it's going to be like you said, totally different defense than the Vikings. It's a little better of a defense than the Vikings. So, but I think as long as he continues to protect the ball like he has been and doesn't just make stupid plays, and he's been really good about that all year. What did he have? How many interceptions? 4, 5? 4 the entire season.
Like 3 fumbles, 2 or 3 fumbles.
That's phenomenal for him. So
he
just keeps up.
Just a few.
I don't think has he had a fumble
Versus Washington, he had that fumble they gave
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
The other one, I
yeah.
think he got
There was-
sacked or something like that.
Okay. But my thought is that because Philadelphia runs the same defense as Minnesota, but they are vastly better at running it. So I think that we're not going to run the same thing we did last week. That would be idiotic, especially with them. I think a lot of these play action passes are going to turn more into play action runs, to where they're just going to pound the ball at 7 linemen down, maybe an extra tight end, and maybe you squeak out 5-6 yards with a run, and then maybe in the third, fourth quarter, that's when they open it up more to the passing.
Yeah,
and that's what I would see more. But guys, we've hit that moment. I think we have. I think I can hear the wings flapping in the background.
Oh man!
Oh, there
Oh,
we go.
the Eagles have landed.
Yes, they
Woo!
have. Help the crash land on Saturday.
Somebody ripped their wings off.
What's up? How you guys doing, man? Bringing the energy, you know? It's
Yeah.
Good. How
Hey,
are you, Joe?
and NFC East rivalry, man. It takes me back to my childhood. You know, I grew up Buddy Ryan football, and you know, it was really exciting. And the Eagles Giants was a great rivalry, and you know, a lot of times in the late '80s we'd win those games, but you know, unfortunately, y'all won the Super Bowl. So
Yeah.
you know, but it was exciting times, and we're heading right back to it. It's back.
All right, guys. Well, I want to introduce everybody right here to the south with me. This is Joe Sullivan, host of the Soul Squad over at EOP, Edge of Philly Sports. You catch him every Monday. What time is that, Joe? 9 o'clock or 8?
6 o'clock. 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. And down here to the bottom right of me, you can see my father, the Eagles fan. He is host.
That's right. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted, son. And Lawrence Taylor's a scumbag. I hate him. I'm coming. I'm bringing the juice
Greatest defensive player ever to live.
behind Reggie White.
No,
Behind
Reggie White's number 2.
Oh,
Did Reggie
Behind
White ever
Reggie
win?
White.
Yeah,
Did
you got
Reggie
that
White ever win an
flip-flop.
MVP?
Yes.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
Lawrence Taylor couldn't hold Reggie's jock. I don't want to hear that.
Ministry of Sadness. He had to leave Philly to get a Super Bowl. That's why he's a Green
I
Bay
don't
Packer.
care.
He retires a Packer, and you can't
And
stand
Lawrence,
it.
and would
You
Taylor
can't-
become a crackhead? Shut up.
It's better than being a Packer.
Your all-time best players are crackhead. Shut up. I'm not
And that's
here.
bad. He was on drugs and only played at 75% and still killed Jaworski every year.
Well, come on, dude. Look at Jaworski. Now, come on. Honestly, I mean, you could get a sack on Jaworski. That dude's running to save his life.
I could get a sack on him.
Right, exactly. Danny could get a sack on Jaworski. That was not an accomplishment.
All right,
But-
well, straight hand on McNabb.
Oh yeah, dude. Listen, yo, Mr.
Oh, the
Cap.
12 sack game. Oh, man.
Oh, look at this. Look at this.
Who else is chiming in?
Oh, God. What
Get
about
outta
the
here.
Niners?
Get out of here.
He said, God sent me to
That
Green
sent me
Bay.
to Green Bay.
That was so full of bull. He said God sent him to Green Bay. No, those millions of dollars sent his ass to Green Bay. Who you kidding? But yo, listen, I gotta give props, man. I like the way the Giants looked a week ago.
Yeah.
You know, Minnesota, we all knew were frauds. We all called it. But, you know, and believe it or not, TJ, I know he's been commenting.
Yeah.
TJ said last week, he said that they were going to get, you know, that they were going to out physical Minnesota. And I believe that to be a fact. Minnesota is a real finesse team.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
soft.
They are soft. But I have to correct you on something there, youngin. You said the Eagles in Minnesota play the same defense. No, they don't. Eagles have a lot more. Their more back end is more tailored to playing a kind of a man zone, where you know Minnesota's just straight zone. So, and the Eagles got a better front four and linebackers than.
Well, no. I said they ran similar defenses, but you guys had a better personnel.
Like a lineman,
Well,
we should say.
Minnesota. Gannon came from Minnesota. He was under that Mike Zimmer tree.
Yeah.
So, this is why I think it's going to be a good game on there. I don't think the Giants' offense is going to have the same success they did a week ago against the
way.
Birds.
No way. Not versus that defense.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to have that. But I don't also, and I'm going to be real honest with you too, a lot of Giants fans are looking at that second game, and that's really kind of false hope. If you watch that second game, the Eagles did everything vanilla. Everything vanilla.
Exactly.
in
Yeah,
that game.
exactly.
So
Yeah, I
that-
wasn't counting that second game because, one, we didn't play nobody. Two, but the thing is,
Hurts is not
the
100% either.
the same way you guys talk about that second game, giving us false hope. I kind of think that first game is giving the Eagles fans false hope because when you played that secondary, we had a lot of people out. That was
Yeah.
like in the cusp of that big injury wave for us.
I
So,
can agree with that. I mean,
we haven't faced each other on set ground. Even it's been one favor to the other, and you've come out both sides. I'll say that.
Now, the Eagles got to be smart. If the Eagles can run the ball, it's going to be a long day for the Giants. If they got to go down the field, take and dunk down the field, Danny Dimes ain't meant to do that. He could do probably 7 to 8 play drives. If he's got to go 12, 14 play drives, it's going to kill him.
No, it's going to involve his legs. At some point, he's going to be running the football, either not by design, but if the pocket breaks down, which I expect it to. I think Jones is going to try and get first downs like that. So the Eagles have to look out for that because he's been really good at doing that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a tough test for the Giants. They're going to have a really good game plan offensively.
Yeah.
We haven't even talked about slowing the Eagles' offense down, but it's all about Hurts. Is he 100%? Is he going to be running like he usually does, or is he going to be holding back a little bit because of his shoulder?
I know Hurts is the big point of view on this whole thing between everybody I was listening to, but Lane Johnson went an abdominal tear. How long can he last in that game? Shoot him up with all the painkillers you can get, but jumping off that ball to block, and a 200-300 pound lineman, I don't know how long he's going to last. And that's saying that from a health standpoint. If you have an abdominal tear, and you got to launch off that line and block somebody, that's
definitely a concern. And I'll tell you one thing from my perspective. I mean, maybe I'm crazy, but I'll tell you, I think one of the keys to this game, believe it or not, is the very first thing that's going to happen, and that's the coin toss. Because because I want you guys. I'm hoping the Giants win the coin toss and kick the ball off to the Eagles. Because one of my fears is that the Eagles are going to kick off to y'all, and you guys are going to. Gannon's going to play that soft ass zone, and you guys are going to have a momentum, a crowd killing 7-8 minute drive with little dump passes, and that's going to make a lot of nervous butt cheeks in Lincoln Financial Field. So I'm actually hoping the Eagles get the ball first. I think that's actually a key to the game.
See, the thing is, I think one of the main swings for the Giants right now is that we do have momentum, and even though playing you guys, it wasn't a momentum killer. It wasn't a win in it.
No.
So the thing is, with the Eagles, the way they've looked the last month, you have a win over us. Can you switch your season around from, laying eggs that Saints game?
I don't think you can take much out of that though, because let's keep it real. You had Gardner Minshew play in that game, and also the Eagles were 13-1. Jalen Hurts gets hurt, and then you know what psychological is.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. You're the Philadelphia Eagles. You're 13-1. You got to win one game out of 3. It's only natural to lose your edge. Now, I agree with you. You hope that they could dial it back up, but I do think that the long season.
No, I hope they don't dial it back up.
Well,
no, I don't.
No, right. Understood. I got you. But from my perspective, though, these guys, they're pretty much chilling they pretty much known they were going to be the number 1 seed. So it's okay. It's all right. It's time. It's go time now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and a lot of people keep bringing up that the layoff's going to hurt the Eagles. I think it's going to do the opposite. I think it's going to help them. You had guys that got a chance to sit back and rest for a week while your guys were playing, and you guys had to travel. You guys had to travel to Minnesota, travel back. Now you got to take a bus down the turnpike, come play in this raucous crowd tomorrow night. Yeah,
but it's only a bus ride. It's not like we're jet lagged on it.
It doesn't matter. Your team's still beat up, man. This time of year, they didn't have nothing off. I know you can listen. You're rolling your eyes, kid. I love you, but no, it plays into it. It plays a big part into it.
Yeah, but you got to remember, we sat all of our starters the last game of the season.
So yeah, we're just a week behind you guys.
Have a week off technically.
Yeah,
the starters had a week off.
You do have a point there, but I'm saying you still played a week, and now you're coming back on a short week. I mean, you guys didn't get a full week's rest. You're coming back on a short week. You guys played last Sunday. Now you're playing Saturday night. Big difference. Big difference, man. Instead of getting Monday off and then Tuesday off where you start your prep on Wednesday, the Giants had to come back in on Tuesday to start their prep this week after just playing Sunday. That's a big deal this time of year. You know, so
Yeah,
go ahead, Danny.
yeah, basically, I'd rather have the Giants keep playing so they be in rhythm a little bit more. I do get what you're saying. I think the rest for the Eagles was really important because of Hurts and his injury, and also you're able to get Maddox back. I think he was just a little banged up. So and Gardner Johnson's going to play. So I think the break helped them health wise.
Yeah,
but I do think the
it
Eagles have to come out playing
they
well
also got
and not slow.
Joe, what's the safety we got? Anthony
Harris.
Anthony Harris, yeah. He just
He's
got
gonna
active. Yeah, he got activated. So really what they did in that bye week is they shored up that back end. Anthony Harris is a veteran. He's been in this defense, so he don't need time to adjust. So that bodes well. Go ahead.
We have 25 boys. I give the Eagles an advantage. They are already hosts, wearing jerseys, and that's the only Stacey wearing Giants gear.
Dan's got a New York Giants hat on.
Yeah,
and
mine is put up at the
wearing,
moment.
looks like blue and red color over there.
Red,
So
nice.
I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I think it's going to be.
I can't wait.
I think it's going to be a great chess match. You got, Wink Martindale, getting that defense up and ready. And I'm sorry, but I'm looking at it like this. Yeah, TJ's right. It's no Avonte Maddox. He will not be playing this one.
Okay.
But this is what I'm saying. Going into this game, a lot of people, like I said, they say, like Dave right here just says, the Giants have the momentum going in. What momentum? The Giants just played one more game. That's it. That's the only momentum. Like, they're coming off of a win. So, yeah, they're coming off of a high of a win. But that doesn't mean that's going to make them play any better. Like, if you match these two teams up side by side, it's not pretty. Like, the Eagles are going to have to make some mistakes for the Giants to stay in this game. If the Eagles don't make no mistakes, it's going to be a long night for the Giants. There's a gap there. I'm not saying the Giants ain't good, bro. The Giants deserve to be where they are, and they're getting better. And they're going to be a team to mess with in the NFC.
Yeah,
but right now, there's a gap.
Yeah. I was going to say, I mean, I'll be honest. So like, looking at this game, it is a little, as an Eagles fan, it is a little bit of a concern because I think for the first time in years, you guys have a really legit coach. I mean, I'm a huge fan of Dable. I mean, not a fan because he's a Giants coach, but I think he's tremendous. And he's doing a great job. And, keeping it 100, I feel like this game tomorrow night is going to be a little tough. I think the Eagles pull it out, but I think you guys are going to be a real pain in my ass the next couple years because all you got to do is say you go out and get like a DeAndre Hopkins or something to go, then all of a sudden you're cooking with gas, you know what I mean? Or you get a number one wide out. I mean, it's, the future's definitely bright for the Giants no matter what happens tomorrow.
Yeah, like I said, coming from, again, a person who roots for a team in your division, the Giants ceiling is, woo, like you guys are there. You know what I mean? Like, nobody pictured that. If you would have said at the beginning of the season, give us the last four teams in the NFC, I would really be surprised if you thought, that nobody would have picked the Giants to be in the Final Four of the, make it to the Final 8. So I'm looking at it like this. Like TJ said, it's a 3-hour chess match. Shane can hang in there and stick to his game plan. He said, Kenny. I think he can. I think you're going to see the Eagles run the ball a lot more tomorrow than you've seen them run it in the past. So
I see what the Eagles have that I think gives us you guys a big gap is your depth in your defensive line and your defense in general. You guys have depth of depth. So like losing somebody
linebackers too. Too. Like the Giants don't have no linebackers. Like Dallas Goedert's going to have a game tomorrow night. If they're smart, if they saw what TJ Hawkinson did a week ago, you just throw Dallas Goedert out right there in the middle with them.
Target
Jalen
Smith. Target him.
Jalen Smith can't cover tight ends anymore. I think, and it's a shame too because he was a good linebacker. When he was with the Cowboys, he was really good. He got hurt, and I think you guys might have got damaged goods with him, but
he does stop the run pretty well, though. I'll give him that. He does for serviceable. With us being against the cap, we really didn't have much of an option.
Let me ask you a question. What did you guys think of DeMarcus Lawrence? Not DeMarcus Lawrence. That's
Dexter?
that phone from. Yeah, Dexter Lawrence.
Dexter Lawrence.
Yeah,
Sexy
what do you
Dexy.
Yeah,
He's
what
had a
did
hell
you
of a
think?
season.
What did you think about? What did you think about his comments towards Jason Kelsey?
I didn't hear his comments.
I didn't hear that either.
Pretty much, he said Kelsey wasn't a Hall of Fame center because he always has a guard helping him.
No, he is.
We'll say about that. I don't know. I think it's more
Dexter's
just
playing a
trash
hell
talk.
of a season. Yeah.
You know,
That's
let's see if him and Big Cat can maybe put Kelsey, and his guard away. But what I want to know is if Aziz is going to be playing. If Aziz plays, how well he played being hurt.
Yeah, he's questionable.
But the biggest thing for the Giants to win is you have to put Jalen Hurts on that shoulder.
Yo, is Aloziari playing?
He's questionable. Questionable.
Limited in practice all 3 days. He's got like a deep bruise, I think, in his quad.
Yeah.
It's something he has to play through, but every time it's a different injury. But he's huge because if you don't have him, you're not going to be as effective on one side. But
Yeah.
I don't know if he's going to play. I think he'll play.
That's exactly right, TJ. Bulletin board material. You talking about Stephen A?
No,
Did
he's
you see
talking
that?
about
Oh,
what Stephen A. saying that the Eagles were going to destroy the Giants.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
well,
think it's gonna be
dude,
close.
listen, he gets paid to talk like that because he's
Talk
a
shit.
moron.
Yeah.
I can't stand listening to him, but I'll tell you
It's
what.
like it's like he doesn't have a, you know what I mean? Like he hates on fucking Skip Bayless there for liking the Cowgirls. It's like, why is this guy even talking about sports? It's like he
Listen,
doesn't even
Stephen
like
A.
any team.
Right. Stephen A. and Skip Bayless, they're the same person. It's all persona. That's all it is. They come on here, rah, 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 Cowboys, rah, 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 anybody else but the Cowboys. So that's all that is. That's just rhetoric. That gets you tuning in every morning. That's what that gets. Same thing.
Yeah.
Who's that idiot dude that on First Take, every time he picks against the Eagles end up going to the bowl? The guy with the big old honker nose on there. I can't remember. Nick Wright. That idiot. And he's a KC homer. That's all he does is pick against them. But guys, I'm going to get back to this game. One thing I want to bring up is your secondary against the Eagles passing core or their wide receiver core / tight end core. How do you guys think that's going to go down with you guys getting your starting defensive guys back?
I think that Jackson, and that was a question been all week. Who's Jackson going to cover? Are you going to cover AJ Brown? You're going to cover Smith. Smith is the chain mover. He gets all your first downs. He gets those key catches to move the chains. But I think they're going to use Flott on Smith. I think they're going to double AJ Brown. I think that and they're going to have McKinney in there, but McKinney, I think, more responsible for Goddard. I think that's
not a good matchup.
Combination like that, but
yeah, but that's not good.
He's good.
The last time McKinney. Right, that's what I'm saying. The last time McKinney was on Goddard had a pretty big day. Only reason I'm saying this is because I'm thinking, I was just wondering from what you guys are thinking of who the Giants are going to try to take away out of this Eagles offense, because let's be real, they can come at you many different ways. And as far as Hurts still being hurt, guys, he got off. He's off of the injured list. He's not on the injury report, so that means he's got to be at least 85.
He had a sprained shoulder, and they said, 1 to 2 weeks, and now we're here 4 or 5 weeks later, and then talking about last week, he had pain in the shoulder. So either the injury is more severe than we thought it was. But
he's got a sprained MC joint. He wasn't on the injury report. So if he's on the injury report, you got to make sure he gets. For him to be off of that injury report, he's got to be 85% or better. So I'll take an 85% Jalen Hurts. And by the way, I mean, he was still throwing the ball pretty good down the field, even against the Giants. He was just off. He was a little rusty for not playing for 2 weeks. So I'm going to take that. And so his dog is barking background. Tell that dog to go take a walk.
Yeah, that's fine. But anyway, so no, what scares me is because he always has a big game against the Giants. Is Boston Scott? He's got like
Yes.
7.
Oh, you already
8
know.
TDs.
You already know. You already know he's getting 2 touchdowns. The Giant Killer's
Oh,
playing
yeah.
tonight. He's playing them.
Yeah, that's the only reason. So I'm not really worried about Miles Sanders. I don't worry about you guys really running the ball. I think
Really,
Our front
Miles
court-
Sanders.
Well, you better be.
Miles Sanders killed you guys the first game, though. In
That's
fact,
last time.
and see,
Yeah.
you got to remember it's a big injury game for us. You know, Dexter Lawrence. Well, Dexter Lawrence was the only one playing on that defensive line.
Leonard Williams didn't play.
Leonard
He
Williams
didn't
didn't-
play, but the Eagles want to beat us throwing the ball. I think they're going to try the RPO. If Hurts is healthy, they're going to do the RPO all game.
Yeah,
And the Giants linebackers are going
actually,
to
I
one way. But
I think it's the other way around, Joe. What do you think? I think you got to run the ball. The Giants got like one of
I
the worst
agree.
run defenses in there.
Yeah,
So
I
you
think-
got to attack them on the ground. We got to run the ball. We run the ball. Forget about it. If you start seeing Miles Sanders pick up 6-7 yards on first down, it's going.
well, that's the thing. Yeah, that's what like the first couple of drives that the Eagles have. You're going to be able to tell. You know, when the Giants are giving up a lot of rushing yards like that, they tend to lose those games. The Lions game, the Seahawks game.
Yeah.
You know, they tend to lose games where they get. But if Williams and Dexter can slow the run down, make them throw, that might be a better thing for the Giants to do. So, you know,
Yeah.
it's a big test. It's a big test, slowing that offense down. You know, I think the Giants will be all right on offense, but slowing that offense down is probably my biggest concern. And then their pass rush versus us, like those things are going to be real difficult for the Giants.
I think the
Yeah,
key for us to win is Bellinger. I think getting the run going. I think me and Dan talked about it earlier. Getting Saquon, you know, if he's getting 70 yards to carry, that Bellinger's going to be open on that play action pass. Like, and he has done it all year, and nobody's been able to stop it because Jones is such a threat on his feet that you don't know if he's taking off or not, and Bellinger just slips right behind linebackers. So he's going to be really the key. I want to see a little bit more of Darius Slayton. I know he had a crucial drop,
Just don't
But-
drop anything.
but I want to see him on Bradbury because the 2 years Bradbury was here, that's the one receiver in practice he had trouble with. So the best thing to do is to get them matched up as much as you can because Darius Slayton is the only receiver he had trouble with on the Giants. Now, Isaiah Hodges, I think, is somebody who would be the first down getter for us. He's going to be for a pickup of $850,000. He's played outstanding.
Mhm.
And then last week, playing with a swollen, sprained ankle and scoring one touchdown. Oh man, it was amazing. So I think he's another piece that a
Go
lot
ahead,
of people.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
Joe. Let Joe get his point in.
What about what? I'm sorry, I lost my
Said
train
you
of thought. What were you
Oh,
talking
you know,
about?
sorry. Yeah, you were about to comment on something, and then my son got on a 20-minute roll here about.
Yeah, no, it's
Sorry about that.
it's all good. It might come back to me. It's cool.
But yeah, those are the keys that I don't
question:
know.
Who wins? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's the? Oh, that's
I
a
was just
new.
reading
We got a new poll question.
Yeah, guys, let's I want to hear it. Probably, I think everybody's going to swing towards the Eagles, man. But I think if there is going to be an upset this week, I think we have the best chance at an upset. And trust me, I love this underdog
No, you
feeling
don't.
for us. I really do.
I
They have
I
real
think-
chance at all.
I think Dallas has a hell of a shot. That Dallas San Francisco game is going to be. I think that's a field goal game regardless. Not
I
saying
don't
you
know.
guys don't have a shot. You guys do have a shot. Seriously, I am a little concerned about this game, but I think Dallas definitely has a legit shot. Jacksonville, I don't really think so. And Cincinnati Buffalo could go either way.
It's gonna
But
be close, that game.
but Cincinnati
Yeah, they're
having
close.
three offensive linemen out is going to be key. I know. I remember what I was thinking now. The one thing I'm concerned about is you know how the Eagles have a great pass rush and stuff. You know, Daniel. I am very concerned with. I hope that Reddick, Sweat, and Brandon Graham don't lose contain too much on Jones because he could definitely kill us. Remember a couple years ago where he had the Buffalo Wild Wings commercial. He ran like 80 yards down the field and then tripped. You know what I mean? So I am a little worried about that. You know.
And he had like
Yeah,
a 30
yeah.
yard touchdown also in one game.
But hey, guys, we got a new poll up there. If you
Listen,
who
that's-
do you think's gonna
dude.
win? The Eagles? Give us a thumbs up. The Giants? Give us a heart.
Give a thumbs up.
Thumbs up for the Eagles.
Let us
Which
know.
should-
Smash your reaction, guys. Let's go.
Hearts. Come on, guys. Hearts for the Giants.
What were you saying, Pop?
Yeah, thumbs up for the Birds. For the Giants.
Oh no, that
Um,
the double
No,
birds.
like that's what we were going to
Yeah,
keep in our
birds
back
up for the
pocket,
Birds.
dude.
Double
It's,
bird.
no. Birds up for the Birds. But no, man, we got the turf monster in our back pocket. You know, Danny Dimes can't run on that field at the lake. He hits one blade of grass, dude. He's tripping, stumbling, falling. Like,
So it's not 80
Oh, yeah.
yards. And I'll be okay.
It says Mike.
oh man, we got
Nowacki.
Wolvie checking in. Big Mike,
All right.
got Wolvie moving in. It's another one of
Hold
our
on,
friends.
Mike.
I think we got the whole NFL rejects in here.
A Pal Talk
Yeah.
group going back 10, 15 years almost.
Yeah, but it's going to be a tough test for the Giants. The Eagles are a much better team. I think it's going to be less than 7 either way.
Yeah.
I have a feeling they're going to pull this one out, but I would love for the Giants to win. But they're going to have to play the best game of the season. And they're going to have to somehow protect Jones. You know, they can have that game where they get sacked like 7, 8 times. They can't do anything. So,
Pop, I got a question
Yeah,
for
I
you.
mean, this is,
All right. How would you feel? I'm not saying it is going to be, but I want to know your feelings if this was a blowout either way.
I wouldn't like it. Because, well, one, if it was a blowout against us, man, then we'd really have to look Coach Nick in the eye like, dude, what did you
That'd
do
be a
for
shock.
2 weeks?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, right.
And if we blew it, like, if you look at it really from an Eagles fan standpoint, it's really a no-win situation because a lot of people in the league feel we should beat the Giants. If we lose to the Giants, then it's that, you lost to the Giants.
If you win, you should have.
Right, exactly. So, you know, to me, I don't care. If the Giants play a better game and, you know, if they play a better game and they deserve to win, then they deserve to win. You know what I mean? So it wouldn't be like the most un-Eagle thing for them to lose at home. I mean, remember Tampa?
Yeah.
We beat Tampa like 5 straight times, and they came into the cold at the vet and knocked us out of a Super Bowl. So, you know, it wouldn't be the most thing. Paul, there's going to be a lot of drunk ass Cowboy fans on the Lord's Day at 6:30 when they watch the two most franchises that I can't stand, the 49ers and the Cowboys. Like, really, I hope both of them beat the hell out of one another.
I
Yeah.
actually have to agree with you on that, Mike. I don't care for either.
Can
On
you find
Sunday, it's
two
gonna
more?
be a hard.
Oh, yeah, ain't it? You can't find two more pompous ass fan bases than the 49ers and the Cowboys.
New England.
No, don't worry. Hey, Paul, listen, if we lose tomorrow, you guys are just going to join us a day later on the golf course, buddy. But
Yeah,
if not,
exactly,
you can watch
exactly,
us
yeah.
play. Yeah, I mean, we got this thing. You know what I mean? If not, if everything goes well, you can watch us next week in the NFC title game, though.
Remember, yeah,
Wish you were here.
yeah. Remember,
You know,
Mike,
send them a postcard.
yeah. Remember last year we both lost on the same day. Eagles got their ass
Right.
kicked by Tampa Bay, and then Dak Prescott fucking lost his mind and screwed
Yeah,
everything up.
Ran with 30
Yeah.
seconds left. And
Yeah.
Oh, we ran
Oh
with
my
5
God.
seconds left. I can clock it.
gives the ball to
Oh,
his
no,
lineman
remember the
instead of
refs.
the referee.
The refs. It was the refs' fault.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know, all
So-
of our
You
mics are
didn't
about
put the
to.
ball down.
You know, all of our mics are about to get cut, right? I'm just saying. All of a sudden, out of
We're
nowhere.
about to be banned. That's it. No more
Hey,
big blue power hour.
Hey,
I think my letter of termination just came in the mail.
Speak for yourself though, Mike, about not wanting a blowout. Like no disrespect to you Giants fans, but like I don't want to sweat this game tomorrow night. I mean, Hey,
Oh.
let's. I mean, I think it's going to be a close game, but let's keep it real. If I could put my feet up and have a rocking chair ride in the fourth quarter, I'd settle for it. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
you don't want to be
Yeah,
like one of
let's
those
just be
games where
honest.
you're like, your heart's
Yeah.
like beating,
I'm
you're like
scared.
nervous, and
I'd be
you're like,
scared.
oh shit, are we gonna lose to the fucking Giants?
Yeah,
I'd be
exactly.
scared if it's like the fourth quarter and we're up by like 20. I'll be like, fuck, my players are not making it out of that stadium.
No,
alive.
if it's the fourth quarter and the Giants are up by 20, they'll give up a couple of touchdowns and they'll make it as difficult as possible for them. They seem to always do that. They'll get up and it'll be like the past Eagles games. They'll like
I don't want it to be close
back.
because it's the
You
very
know?
Giants thing to do to fucking lose it on a punt or lose it on a fumble.
On a field goal. Some
Or a
Yeah.
crap like that.
Yo,
you
wait.
know what I mean?
Hey,
Exactly.
not to bring up bad memories to y'all, but or on a punt. You know what I mean?
I lost the bet on
I mean,
that
it
one
is-
too.
no,
I don't want
it
to.
is
earlier.
Giants. It is Giants versus Eagles. You know what I mean? I mean, that's all I got to say is Brian Westbrook and Deshaun Jackson.
Yep.
I just don't want to
Yeah,
get. At least this won't be Miracle at the Meadowland. It would just be Miracle at the
No,
Link.
it'll be Miracle at the
Yeah,
Link.
that's true.
Yeah,
I
so
hope it's a miracle for us instead, not
Yeah,
the
right.
other way around.
It's
And
our
somebody had a good
miracle.
point of that. The amount
Well,
of
hold on.
times all these miracles have gone in the Eagles' favor is bullshit. They've all gone in the
yeah,
Eagles'
well, that's what you
favor.
guys get.
I'll take the
Yeah,
Super
but
Bowls
We're
listen,
over.
due.
if
We're
you
due.
look at it-
That's what I say. We're due.
Exactly. Listen, you look at it. You
You know?
guys, we would get all the miracles. You guys would get all the bowls. So
Exactly.
I'm not.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, TJ
And the
makes a good
Giants,
point.
and TJ brings up a good point.
Wow. I did not know.
Never
That's
brought,
very
never,
interesting.
never lost to him.
Knew that was coming. Surprised there hasn't been a big cancel stamp across the screen.
That's where I started bringing out bad memories.
Oh man.
An Eagle fan already brought up. TJ
Let me
already
ask you a
brought up
question.
bad memories like 2 hours ago to me. So, go ahead, Mike.
Hey, listen. While we're here, what is Eagles Giants? I want you guys to give me your favorite memories of Eagles Giants game. What was your favorite memory from an Eagles Giants game? You know, past, and
I'm going
let's
to
see
say
what ones we all come up with.
somewhere recent. I'm going to say the 12 sack game. I sacked McNabb 12 times.
Okay.
It was a while ago, but
Yeah,
that was a
07. I remember that.
really great memory. Obviously, they won it all that
OC.
year, but like that was unbelievable.
Yeah,
just
OC.
sacking them over and over again. So there's many, but that's just one that popped in my head just now.
My
For
kid
me,
became an OCU Manure fan that night.
yeah, my favorite, even though we lost that game, was going to the Link and watching that game. I think it was 2011, 2012.
20.
was it,
It was
2010?
20. No, it was 2011. It was the.
Yeah.
They had the 12 sack game. We played that later on in the season. That's the one I took you to.
So
Yeah.
it was that game. Just being there, being able to root for my team.
That's an old one.
Bicycle Hammer beating up the Giants thing. That was good.
But
Yeah.
going to that game.
Oh my God! On
The
Pepper.
Keith Byers hit was
Byers-
the best hit I've ever seen in my life. That was unreal.
Yeah, that
Oh,
crackback
oh,
on Pepper
man.
Johnson. Oh my God, he
Mhm.
depleted him.
man.
what
Ev,
about
was
you, Stace?
yours was that.
I'd have to
Stace.
say the 12 sack game. So
Yeah, well,
12 sack
dude,
game for you too?
it was a good game. It's what we all had with like 20
Yeah,
years.
that was a good one. Joe, what was yours?
All right. Oh God, you know what? There's so many. But I'll tell you what, though. You know what? I'm going to go back to 1988. It was a game up the Meadowlands. Everybody talks about the two miracles of the Meadowlands of being the Joe Pisarcik, obviously, and then you have the Deshaun Jackson. But this one was a miracle too. The Eagles kicked a field goal. It was blocked, and Clyde Simmons picked it up and ran it in the end zone, and the Eagles won the game.
Oh, yeah.
Swept the Giants, and the Eagles. That was the only reason the Eagles won the division that year, because both teams were 10-6, but the Eagles beat the Giants twice, and that was the play that did it. So that was
Now,
my
you know what's
favorite
really-
one.
That's your favorite one? I'm going to go to
Yeah.
same year. I was 13.
Oh,
Eagles
yeah.
first Monday night football game in a decade. They played the Giants. Carl Banks hits Randall Cunningham. He springs back, gets up, puts it,
Oh, that was
doesn't go down,
unbelievable.
holds his hand up, throws it, hits Jimmy Giles in the corner for a touchdown.
Yeah.
I was at that game at the vet. I never heard the only time I ever heard the vet that loud was the 2000 playoffs against Tampa in the wild card round. It was just so loud. It was the only time I remember the vet being, and I've been to a lot of memorable Eagles Giants games. I'll give you another reminder too. I went to a game in '92. Ed McCafferty played for the Giants. He was your wide receiver. And it's on all the highlights you see where he gets flipped and he lands on his head. Dude, that was at Veterans Stadium. I was at that game. I sat right in the middle of the Giants section. I stood up. I was like, his head's in. What about the ball? And the whole section turned and looked at me. And I was like, wait a minute. I'm like, yeah, I said it. So what? But it was funny. I was around all Giants fans, dude, when I said that.
But, so we'll get into the final predictions here. I'm going to start off with my cohorts to the south on I-95. Here, let's start with you, Bob. What's your final prediction for the game?
My final prediction is going to be a real close game, but I think Danny Dimes throws a pick six. And I got the Eagles winning 27-17.
27-17. What about you, Sully?
You know what, Mike? I see it kind of similar to you. I'm going to say a little bit higher scoring. I'll just say 30-20. Eagles. Sorry, Eagles.
Oh, obviously.
Obviously, I can't pick again. I'm going to be sick tomorrow night if you guys win.
All right, Stace, what do you see the game?
Get your puke bucket ready. Definitely Giants 31-27.
Okay, let's go to you, Dan. I'll finish it up.
I'm gonna be bold and say 27-24 Giants. I'll probably be wrong about it, but I think it's gonna be a 3-point game. I think it's gonna be close.
All right, I said mine before. I'm gonna go with 28-24 Giants. I think Eagles go march down the field the last minute. But I think Hurts does not make that throw. I think he gets picked. And we end.
I think he gets hurt.
No, I don't think he gets hurt. I think he plays the full game.
He I think he's playing the full game.
But I think he goes to go for the end zone because he has to, and he makes a mistake. But we them 2-5 boys saying the Giants win 31-29.
That seems high scoring.
You know why? Because they don't want to come here. They don't want to come here. That's why they're picking you guys to win. Because they'll get a home game if they beat San Francisco.
Exactly.
But
yeah,
that's
they want
gonna
field.
If we do beat you guys and we had to play Dallas, I would love to play Dallas again because the same thing applies to them.
Great.
Same thing applies to them that says applies to you. We never faced you guys full head on, like with a full squad. Every time they played us, we had somebody hurt. Even especially for the first game. The first game we were mostly healthy. But like I said, that's still finding your rhythm in like 3 games in, 4 games in. So I would love to play them for a third time because beating a team 3 times in a row is very nigh impossible in this league.
Not as impossible.
Everybody says
that.
Everybody says that, but the stats say like I think the teams that have played teams 3 times. I think there's like 24 and like 14 that the team beat.
They're 22. Yeah. It's like 24-14 all time.
And in fact, I can tell you guys back in 2000, we used the same rationale when we played you guys because you guys beat us twice, and we were like, oh man, tough to beat a team 3 times. You guys kicked our ass. You know what I mean?
Was that the Jason Sehorn pick?
That was the Jason Sehorn game. Yeah, exactly.
But TJ says 22-14 Eagles. That's what he said.
No, that's
no. He said Giants.
No. He's saying that's 2-14.
Oh no, he's saying Giants.
Time in the playoffs.
Okay.
22-14. Okay.
All right. So So I want to thank personally, guys. I want to thank you guys for joining us. Sully, my pop. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. You guys have been great. You guys are good Eagles fans. I'm not gonna say good luck because I don't want you to have good luck.
Now fly away.
May the best team
Dirty
win.
birds.
Woo!
Dirty birds, fly away.
Nasty brats with wings.
Rip off some wings.
Yeah, rip off those
We'll
wings.
see.
Put it in your cheesesteaks. Stuff your
We're
face.
gonna fly
Put
up
a
the
feather
Empire.
in my cap.
Yeah, I'm gonna fly up the Empire State Building, take a shit. All right, there we go. We're coming up there. Let's go.
I'm gonna dump all over your car.
That's right, Eileen.
Oh, man.
Eagles.
Yeah, dirty rats with wings. Kill them. Make a cheesesteak out of it. Have fun.
All right, I just got one thing to say before we leave. The Eagles
Go
are
Giants.
what? 1 and No, it's like Eagles are what 26-4 in the last 30 games. Have fun with that
Yep.
though. See you Saturday. Good luck. Night.
We're due.
We had to give you time to catch up anyway. Now get out of here.
Shoo.
See you guys.
One more.
All right,
Later,
Joe.
Joe.
Thank you for
Take
coming.
Bye,
care, man.
Joe.
All right, guys. So we're gonna go into. We went to our final predictions, and I just want to say thank you to them one more time for coming on. Really good host, man. You can check out Sully on EOP at 6 o'clock on Mondays. My father on this network on Out of the Box Sports on Thursdays at 8 o'clock. He also has another show, PNM and AM on Sunday on EOP, talking all Philly sports. But right now, we want to show you a video for our other shows. Come join us. We have a fight show and everything like that. But these are the times of the shows, and we also have more shows coming up also. What's up, guys? Before we leave, though, I do want to say, we want to send a shout out there. He's fighting tomorrow night. Also, we'll be watching the game, but we do send our best to him. Trayshawn Wiggins, a good friend of ours. He was on our 200th episode. If you want to go check it out, defending his North American Championship, and we're saying go for you, champ, and give a word out to there to a good sponsor of ours, Don King Promotions. Thank you guys for sponsoring us. You guys are a great organization. Good to be with you guys. And thank you for seeing the value in our product. But I'm Big Ev.
I'm Danny.
Stacy.
And this has been the Big Blue Power Hour. We will see you guys next week, hopefully with a win. Go Big Blue.
Go Big Blue.
Big Blue. Woo!